So if you click this video, you're obviously really wanting to pass your DMV test, and I totally forgot to mention that these are genuinely like, because I like would search these things up.
I know my lash is coming out, by the way, in case some random person comes up to me and like really tries like, hey, like your lashes look like me. Anyways,
like I would search up how to pass your DMV thing on your first try, and they would say all these basic things, and honestly, like from my experience, like this is gonna help you. This video is gonna help you. Like it's gonna tell you the genuinely real things that you should be, keeping in mind and practicing and knowing, and so yeah, enjoy the video, and I hope you really learn from it, because it is probably the biggest and best advice anyone can give you before your driving test.
Okay.
You live in my dream state. Relocate my fantasy. I stay in reality. You live in my dream state.
What's up, you guys? Welcome to another video. Yes, I did just come from work. I work at the movie theaters. But it's probably like, what time is it, baby? Like 1 in the morning? 2:17 in the morning. And I just got back from work like an hour ago. But I wanted to get a quick video in because I want to help you guys pass your behind the wheel driving test. And you can do it. You can. Yes. Okay. Awkward. Oh, baby, come here. Say hi, finally.
Hi.
Oh my gosh, so cute. Okay, so let's just get right into it. Number 1, I think personally, these are all, by the way, personal, like, just I'm trying to help you with my experiences. This is what this is, So number 1 I found really helpful is obviously driving a lot. I know if you're a minor in some states, you have to get a certain amount of hours, and then like your guardian has to sign it. Basically, if you're over 18, you don't have to do that. You could have gotten your permit a week before, and then you go into driving. You know what I mean? Obviously, it's gonna be hard to pass it, but you can do that. I don't suggest it. Drive a lot. I drove, I don't even know how many hours. We would take road trips to my sister's house, and that would be like 3 hours. Like, it was crazy. I drove so much, but you get used to it, you get less nervous on the road. Like, I remember being on a highway and having to like change lanes. I'm like, oh, that's hard, because I keep like going like, oh, like looking over, you know what I mean? And that's not good. You don't want to do that. So definitely drive a lot, so you get more calm when you're on the road. You're not so nervous. It doesn't all hit you at once, you know what I mean? Like you get used to it. You're like, oh, I've done this before. So yeah. Number 2, know the rules of the road. A lot of the times people just pass the permit test just to pass it. They're like, okay, cool. Personally don't do this. I wouldn't suggest it, at least. I read the test, like I read the book, only like half of it, and then I started using these like DMV apps. The problem with that though is that there was things that I still didn't know, because of course the apps tell you what's going to be on the test, but there are other things that are really important that were in the book that aren't going to be in your permit test, but you probably should know them to pass your driving test. So definitely read the book. Very helpful. Even if it's like, oh, I'm just gonna study the app while I'm like before I take the test, and then I'll probably read it. Like, if you're thinking of doing that, then read it before you start driving. I highly suggest it. Highly suggest it. Oh my god. Okay, so where I took it was at El Cerrito, California. It's the DMV. I think it's 400 Manila Avenue or something. And so basically, when I was doing the test, there was a one-way street going this way, right? So we're exiting the parking lot, and my dad's like, my biggest fear was that you were going to turn right on that road, because, okay, they are supposed to tell you, like, turn left here, turn right here, but he didn't tell you anything. He doesn't tell you they don't tell you, the proctors don't tell you anything when it's like a one-way, you know what I mean? Because they want you to know that. So make sure you keep an eye out for everything, you know what I mean? Which is why he didn't tell me, because it was kind of like almost like a trick question, but trick action, I don't know. Which brings me to my third one, which is don't be nervous. Most of my marks, I got 4 marks, by the way. Most of my marks were because I was nervous and I forgot what was happening. Like I wasn't paying, like, it's almost like when everything happens all at once and you're like, oh my god, I forgot, you know? That's what happened to me. So I got so nervous. I was like thinking, oh wait, like, I'm like, wait, this one, wait, okay, I have to go this way. Because obviously it chose the arrow or whatever. And so that's why if you're nervous, you're not gonna notice and you're just gonna go all crazy. Like, that was one of my things. Like, I was like kind of nervous and I forgot to put my blinker when I was turning right. Like, who forgets, you know what I mean? So that's why it really, you're probably like, I'm not gonna get nervous, like I'm gonna remember. But yes, you can get nervous and you can forget to turn on your blinkers. So 4th, check your blind spots always, especially when you're in your DMV test, because the proctor does want to come back in one piece. Also, because if you hit somebody, even if you have your permit and you're driving with a licensed driver, you can't get charged for manslaughter. You can go to jail. Sorry about my lashes like falling off. Anyways, besides the point, yes, you can be charged for manslaughter and you can be a thief. So yeah, check out your blind spots. Also, because that's what he said. He's like, you have to check for oncoming traffic a lot, because during the test, like, before the test, it was a really bad habit. I wouldn't do it that much. I would only do it when I'm going, like, into the bike lane. But no, you want to do it. You want to get into the habit of doing it a lot. Just because my car, it has, like, a big nose, and it has so many blind spots, so I'm constantly, like, looking around, you know what I mean? I don't want to kill anybody. Number 5, be used to the car that you're gonna be taking your driving test in. And in general, the car that you're gonna be driving a lot. Because it's not like I never drove my dad's car. When I was first learning, I would drive his car a lot, but his car has so much power. So when my mom gave me my car, it was a lot different, it was a lot smoother, and it was just an easy car to drive in, you know what I mean? So my dad's like, once you learn how to drive my car, you can drive any car. So the problem is that I drove my car way too much before the test, that when I got into my dad's car, I was so nervous. I'm like, what if I like start going like, and then he like probably goes back. So that was a problem. So that's why I was so shaky. And one of my things was that I wasn't being, I didn't have so much control of the car. Like, he noticed how like nervous I was. So, but it's okay. Like, my dad in the parking lot let me park it to where the proctor was gonna enter the car to, you know, test me on everything. And so that kind of helped, but you know, I still should have driven the car a little more before. And brings me to my next, number 5. Know the interiors of the car. Know it. Because when I first booked my first test, I didn't bring my glasses, and I do have a story time on that, so check it down below. I'll leave it down there. I left my glasses, so that's why I didn't take it that time. But you should know the interiors of the car, because when I was told that, like, by one of my coworkers, I was like, no way, like, I didn't know, and I was about to take that test. But of course it's easy, like the blinkers, the emergency lights, the brake, the emergency brake, you know, all those things is like pretty easy, but you know, sometimes you might be like, wait, what? Because I got really nervous that he said emergency lights, and I pointed out the blinkers. I'm like, wait, you know, like you get nervous, so make sure you know the real terms for them and everything, because you know, you might get confused. Also, brings me to my next number 6. Prepare your stuff the night before. Depending on your state, might be different, but for us, if you need glasses, like me,
Yeah,
bring them.
glasses.
Make sure you tell your parents or guardians, like, hey, or whoever's taking you, hey, make sure you have your insurance thing or whatever. My dad, he had an expired insurance, so he's like, I was so nervous because my insurance is expired, so I thought you weren't gonna take it. Like, you know. So basically, yeah, have your stuff ready the night before. Have your permit in hand, your glasses if you need them, and be ready. Don't be like me. Don't be like me. You're really gonna regret it. I was so sad, as you can see from that video. But anyways, next one. I think it's number 7. Actually, it's the last one. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Because if you don't, you're gonna get so nervous. You're gonna be. There was a point in time when I was like first starting off, and I just wasn't getting it, and I'm like, I'm not gonna pass this. Hopefully, let's pass it on my second try. But I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna do good. Until I started thinking to myself, until, you know, my dad's like, you know, you have to practice. It makes perfect. To the point where I'm like, you know what? Sorry guys, really late. I'm gonna turn. to the point where I was like, you know what? Like, I am gonna pass this on my first try. I have to do great. I'm gonna be a great driver by that time. So I was like, believing myself so much and all the practice, and I started getting better, and I truly believed it. You know what I mean? It's like if you believe in something so much, it's like it comes like magic. No, but honestly, believe in yourself. Honestly, because you don't want to be nervous like I was kind of, and it was not. I mean, I got my license, but I feel like if I would have believed in myself more that day and not been so like, you know, like he was like, are you okay? Like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah. I was hoping to get no marks, but it's fine. As long as you get your license, you'll be great. So, believe in yourself. You're gonna do it. And, yeah.
Yay!
Now it's Baby's turn. But he doesn't fit in the car.
I don't fit in that car. I tried to, but I don't know.
We want to get him a Camaro. Oh my god, they look like waves. Alright, so I don't want to make this video too long. I hope you guys do your very best. Give it your all. And you know what? That pays off. It really does. So, yeah. Good luck and see you guys in the next video. Check out, like, subscribe, comment, check out the other ones. Yeah, see you guys in the next video. Bye.